We do not know why we are here. We do not know who built the silo. And why we are underground. We only know the world outside our sanctuary is death.
If you boil the pact down to one rule, it's do not say you want to go outside. Or you will go outside.
Don't you ever think about the world beyond the silo?
What if what we see is not what's out there?
Down in mechanical, there's always someone who has a theory about the silo. And I need to find out the truth. I found something that might hold the answers to a lot of questions.
You have to stay quiet. And keep your head down.
Are you willing to give everything you have for this?
The clock is running. There isn't much time left.
This is a threat to order in the silo.
I don't care about order. What about finding out the truth?
Some mysteries are best left unsolved.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cherry the Geek TV. I'm Joe Vanourney. Silo is a new dystopian mystery series that's premiering on Apple TV Plus Friday, May 5th. And today we're joined by one of the stars of Silo. He plays Lukas Kyle. Avi Nash, welcome to Cherry the Geek TV.
Hey, man. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Give people an overview. Who is Lukas Kyle? How does he fit into the world of Silo? And what about that character appealed to you?
Well, Lukas Kyle is he's a dreamer, Joe. He's the harbinger of hope. You know, he's a lover and not a fighter. And I think in the dark dystopian world that sometimes is Silo, it's important for us to have someone that brings a little bit of light and wonders about how things could be different. And you know what drew me to Lukas? I wish I was that optimistic. You know, I think actors are always drawn to playing that which is different than themselves and which would maybe give them a perspective on life that is one that I wish I had more of sometimes. And you know, that's not to say that there aren't things that are similar. I think his curiosity is something I share, though maybe I'm more curious about people than I am about the lights in the sky. But I think his optimism and his it's not naivete, but his belief that, you know, it'll kind of all be all right and that he can just be curious and that's okay is really refreshing to play and to see.
Now, a lot of people know you from your role on The Walking Dead. On that series, you shot a lot of scenes outdoors, right? You're in the Georgia heat.
Right.
There's a lot of bugs. You're dirty. This role, Silo, you're not leaving the silo, right? You're all on sound stages.
Right. That was my contract. I said never outside again. I just want to be inside.
That's what I was asking you. Is this a nice change of pace, or are there days where you're like, oh, I wish I could go outside?
Oh, it's very different, man. You know, look, Walking Dead, they're both post-apocalyptic, if you will. But Walking Dead was all about survival. You know, it was all about these people sort of just trying to make it to tomorrow. And I feel like Silo is so much more about these philosophical questions of truth and truth-telling and who deserves to have the truth. And you know, working on a soundstage like this is unbelievable. I've never been on something that's so massive, literally not just in its sort of the scope of the show, but literally in what they've built. You know, it's 35, 40 meters high, this big spiral staircase that you can run up, and it has the axes that goes across. all the different rooms and compartments and streets, you know, that they've built inside of what I think is an old refrigerator factory. So that's something that's quite a gift to have as an actor.
The Silo is based on a book series by Hugh Howey. How familiar were you with that series before taking that role? Had you read the book before?
Well, before I accepted, I hadn't read the book. You know, there's sometimes very little time between auditions and casting and reading, you know, scripts. But once I sort of had accepted, that for sure was my first port of call for research and kind of just try and tease out things about Lucas that I could find in the books. And then, you know, you do the same with the script, and actors are big thieves, you know, and you go out into the world and sit in coffee shops and try and go, oh, I like what that guy's doing. I'll use that for Lucas.
Now, I have not read the books. My cousin Chris and his wife Peggy, they swear by the books. Peggy says that's her favorite book series of all time. When the trailer dropped for Silo, first thing they posted on social media was the trailer with, "I hope they don't mess it up." So that being said, you've read the book. I know Hugh Howey's involved behind the scenes with the series. He seems to be happy with it. Will cousin Chris and cousin Peggy be happy with the final product?
I think so, and I hope so, but also books are one thing and TV shows are another, you know? And I think if you can fall in love with the characters and fall in love with the story and let the story affect you, which I think it does, then I don't think there's anything not to love.
Well, we will find out on Friday, May 5th, when the first 2 episodes of Silo drop on Apple TV+. Avi, thank you so much for chatting with us today on Cherry the Geek TV.
Thank you. Take it easy.